Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Alexa and I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome. Today's video is a drumroll favorites video. I am so excited about this video because I get asked all the time my recommendation for products, what are my favorite products, just all sorts of questions all the time. And so I thought I'd sit down and film a favorites video of my overall favorite products. Some of these you've seen me use on my channel, some of them you haven't seen me use because they're just my tried and trues, and sometimes I use them off camera. But that's what we're doing today. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet with the intro and just jump right into it. So right now, one of my favorite things that's not beauty related is this. It's called a Razzle. You can't, I don't know if you can get this near you, but we have this place called Guzzle. It's so good. It's a raspberry, well, it's a water with raspberry puree. I don't put lime in it, and I add mint leaves to it. My friend Jamie showed them to me. It's the greatest thing. I'm trying to keep it out of the view of the camera. So let's keep her over there on the edge of the table and hope she doesn't spill. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in order of how I do my face. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in the order that I go when I do my face makeup. Okay, so we're gonna start with primer because I always start with my face first. So I've got a couple of these. So this is my Ride or Die. I've been using this for probably 2 years now, and I try other things that are similar to it and I always come back to it. This is the small version of it. I don't know why I don't have the full size. This is just like the cheap little size because I got it in the Sephora checkout line because it's just a whole thing. That's the whole story, you don't need to know. But this is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I love this primer. It is so good for those of you with dry skin. Yeah, so Too Faced Hangover Primer. I believe it retails for like $15 for this size. The other size is $30, but gotta have this in my makeup collection. Love it. It's my favorite. When I'm done with stuff, I'm just gonna like put them over here so I know. All right, second primer I love. I'm actually out of this. I'm waiting for a new one to come. It's kind of disgusting. Is this ColourPop Matte and Blur Primer. I am not a matte primer kind of person. I tried this for when I did my full face of ColourPop and I've loved it ever since. I just love it. It's very hydrating as well as blurring, so I use that only in my T-zone. And the other one I use all over my face. And then the next one, I'm loving this, loving it. It really gets into my pores and I've really been trying to take care of my face, you know? So this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Looks like this. This is what it looks like inside. So I've used a lot of it. So I know this is a dupe for the Tatcha. I don't even know what the Tatcha one is called. I've never tried the Tatcha one, but I love this one and it's cheap. I feel like it's $8. It's very cheap, but worth it. That was it for face primers. I am very simple when it comes to face primers. I literally, this is my baby. This is what I use all the time. I will never not use this. I went through a phase where I was trying the, I think it was CoverGirl or Maybelline. CoverGirl or Maybelline hydrating one, and it was good. It was really good for the price. It was like $8, but this just does something to my skin. And I notice when I don't use it, and it has coconut water. It's great. So you guys all need this if you have dry skin. And then next up is concealer. Oh my gosh. I just realized I don't have my favorite foundation out. I'll get that in a second. Okay, so concealer, you guys already know. I just feel like I don't really need to show this because I've been using it for months now, but it is the, I have this in like 5 different shades, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I love, love, love this. I can't live without it. It's the only thing I've been using except the last 2 days. I've been using the Morphe one. I'm not wearing any foundation either. Still going on this no foundation streak. And today I used the Morphe one because I self-tanned and that one's pretty good. I didn't like it the first time I tried it, but just without foundation, I like it. But nothing can beat this. As far as drugstore goes, I guess. These are my favorite drugstore concealers because my Ride or Die concealer is this one. I'm out of it. It's like disgusting because I have none left and I really need to go get a new one. It is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. Looks like this. I love this concealer. I have been using this for 3 years, 2 years. 2 or 3 years, because before this I was using the NARS and it was okay. I wasn't a big fan. I've tried so many high-end concealers and this is the only one I like. I love it. I keep it on hand, except this one's almost gone. Maybe I'll go order some more, but I love it for my dry skin. Like I said, I'm currently trying out the Morphe one, which I don't know. When I tried it with foundation, I wasn't loving it, but since I've been kind of on this no foundation streak, I'm kind of living for the Morphe one. I like it. I have it in 2 shades, C125 and C155.55. This is my 3rd day wearing it. I'll keep you updated though. I wouldn't consider it a favorite as of right now. I just wanted to show you guys that I've kind of changed up my routine. I'm using it, but it's not a favorite. I don't know why I even brought it into the video because that's confusing. Moving on. Next up is foundation. Now, you guys already know. If you've been following me for a while or watched when I was doing Instagram lives, which I need to get better at, you guys will already know that this is my favorite foundation of all time. I don't think anything could ever beat this foundation in the liquid form and the stick form. I currently only have the stick form on hand, but it is the greatest foundation. So when I'm having a rough skin day, a rough skin week, a rough skin month, or I'm going somewhere to like an event or going out on a date with Nick or just somewhere where I want to look really good, this is what I will use because I know it will never fail me and it is perfect. So this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I'm in the shade Y315, correction, I buy the shade Y315 because you guys know I don't wear my normal shade in foundation. I just love this. I could rave about this. It is expensive. I mean, I think it's $39. I really should have pulled the prices up, but I'll put them in the bio. But I think it's $39, but it is well worth the money. The liquid form is great as well. I feel like I prefer to use the stick form in the summer. I just dropped something. The stick form in the summer where I'm a little more hydrated because in the winter is my drier month, so I like to use the liquid because I feel like sometimes with the sticks they can stick to your dry patches, but even with this one it's just perfect. It's just perfect. The stick formula is just as great as the liquid. This is my favorite. My favorite. No one will replace it. But in competition, this next one, it gets close. It gets very close to it, okay? This is the ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation. I have 2 of these because I never wear my right shade. I have the shade Light 67, which looks like this. I'm trying to show you guys. And I have so this is Light 67N for neutral. Then I have Light 70 Warm because like I said, I fluctuate between when I'm like self-tan. Disregard the orange right here. I self-tan the other day. Just disregard that. But this is $6, I want to say, and in comparison to the Makeup Forever, it's up there. It's pretty good. I absolutely love it. It's a favorite of mine, but it still just won't outbeat my Makeup Forever. But it's very good, very inexpensive, and very good on dry skin, so I highly recommend this one. And then next up is a liquid foundation. I've been wearing for a minute. I've been trying this for about a month now, and I kind of wonder why it took me so long to get on the bandwagon because it's been out for a while. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Almond. I bought the shade Snow. I actually returned the shade Snow. Well, I'm going to be returning it because it is not my shade. It is too white for me. I used it in my last video and realized why I wear foundations that are darker than my skin tone because I don't like to look like a white ghost. I don't care. I would much rather wear one shade darker and blend it down my neck than be a white ghost. Okay? Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, because even now I self-tanned and my face is a little bit lighter than my neck, and I don't like that, but it's okay. I ain't going anywhere. So yeah, this one is really good. This is also, I believe, $39. Well worth the money. I just love it. It gives your skin like this really smooth finish, almost like a filtered finish. I love it, but I haven't been wearing foundation, but I love it. It's well worth the money, and it's medium to full coverage. I guess I didn't disclose that with all the other ones. I've never done a favorites video, so I'm sorry. So this is medium to full coverage. I would say that these other two, as far as like the ColourPop, it is medium to full coverage as well. And same with Makeup Forever is probably full coverage. But it's very buildable, and that's the thing I love about these foundations is sometimes I like a light foundation, but sometimes I don't, and it's very buildable and it blends really well. This one, I will say, I do not like the way it blends out with a brush. I prefer to, you guys have seen me put it on my face with a brush and then blend it in with a beauty blender. So yeah, but the other ones I apply, I don't know, I'm just all over the place. we're gonna rewind to these foundations so I can tell you how I apply them. So I apply these with a brush, sometimes with a beauty blender. I don't really like the way my stick foundations blend out with a beauty blender. I prefer these with a brush. That's personal preference, I just don't like it. Ooh, powder. Okay, this is my favorite right now. I guess I could show you another one too, but I don't know if it's a favorite, so I don't want to put it in this video. This is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. Looks like this. It's big too. The thing I love about this when I open it up too, so I just kind of got it right. It kind of has this little tabby, so when you open it, you can put stuff on top. I'll try to get up close, like this. So you can open it up and pull the little tabby right here and get more powder out. I really like that. I really love this powder. It just gives me a really nice matte finish, and I feel like it really fills in my pores as well. I used to love the Laura Mercier one, but I haven't bought that one in about a year. I did like the Color Pop one as well, but as soon as I tried this is all I've used for my under eyes. For baking, I don't like it because, I don't know, it doesn't brighten. So when I bake my contour area, I want it to be a very distinct, like brighter right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my contour to end and it to be bright right here. This kind of just makes it mesh with my skin. Something about it I don't like. Right now I'm testing out the Kylie powders. I have mixed feeling about the Kylie powder for baking. I like it, but I also don't like it. It almost gives me like that chalky feel to my face. I don't like my face to feel like there's product on it. So I wouldn't consider that a favorite, but I'm currently using that, but I don't like love it. I'm not obsessed with it, so I don't want to put it into this video. I did just get the Jeffree Star concealer and setting powder though. So, that's coming for you. Don't even, a review's coming on that Sunday, I hope. So that's it for setting powders because I'm really picky about setting powders. I was using the Airspun one, but it smells like grandma's and I can't do it. I can't do it. So that's it. Really quickly too, I just want to throw this in here because I don't know where to throw it. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Mine's very worn out. I love to mix this with my foundation in the summer. So what I do is I have all 4 shades. I usually take this shade or the shade below it. I don't even know what this is called because it's all worn out. This one is the shade, don't know because it's worn out. I think it's a Moonlight. This one or the shade Celestial. So this is Celestial. These are kind of dirty, I'm really sorry. And this is Moonlight. So this one's a little more bronzy. I love to put 1 to 2 drops of these in my liquid foundation. So I'll usually mix it on the back of my hand, or I have like a plastic piece that I put my foundation on and I pump it onto. And then I'll drop 1 to 2 drops of these and just mix it up before I put it in. It just gives me this really like glowy skin look, and I love that in the summer. So you have to have these if you don't. You don't need both of them. I would go, if you're more on the fair side, I would go with the Celestial. So I use this when I'm really fair. And then if you're more of like a bronzy skin or you're tan, I would go with Moonlight because it can lighten or darken your foundation a little bit. Just be aware. And don't go heavy. Do like a really small drop. Start small. This is all I have to show you my favorite highlight because I'm actually completely out of it. I ordered some off. I made a huge order from Beautylish yesterday. This is, I hate this blush. Don't look at the blush. This is just the last one I have, like I'm savoring. This is the Champagne Pop highlight from Jaclyn Hill and Becca. So as you can see, it's like practically gone. I don't like this blush, but I bought all of the duos that she came out with that had like the Champagne Pop in them. So this is my last baby, but I just ordered a new one. But I love this highlight. It is just perfect for my skin tone. I love it. I love it. I've broken like 4 of them though. I've gone through these highlights like crazy. Every time I buy one, I just dropped that, they break. I just have the worst luck. And then the next highlight I love, I'm sorry I'm really like rambling really fast and this video is going very fast. I'm very sorry. I just talk really fast. Is the Pretty Vulgar highlight in Shimmering Swan. I got this in my BoxyCharm and it's currently what I have on my face right now, but I love it. I'm living for it. This is what it looks like. It's almost like a goldy champagne shade. I wouldn't compare it to Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop more has like a, this is more of like a rose gold undertone, I feel like. Or a Champagne Pop is a little more on the gold warm side, if that makes sense. But I'm loving it. I don't even know how much it is. I've never bought anything from Pretty Vulgar. I just got this in my BoxyCharm and I can't live without it now. But this next one, this is also a tried and true for me. This is Morphe Spark. Ugh. As you can see, I have like a, on my face it just, I have a shade range of highlighters that I like. I don't feel like this one gets me as glowy. I feel like this is a very subtle highlight but buildable. This is what it looks like. It's Morphe Spark. Like they're literally all within the same like shade range. They just vary. But I love it. It's very inexpensive. It's definitely worth the money. I wouldn't put it at the top of my highlight list. Like if I had to choose a #1 highlight, it'd be Champagne Pop. Then it would be this Pretty Vulgar one. And then this one for a very subtle highlight. It doesn't give you that huge pop with that shimmeriness in it, but it's just a nice little subtle highlight. And then last for the highlights is the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collab, I think. Is this it? No. Yes. I think. Yeah. It doesn't say Manny on it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Again, this is literally like the same shade of all of these. I'm the worst. This is what it looks like. They're literally all the same shade range. I'm sorry. This is Eclipse. Looks like this. I almost feel like these two are like identical. Let's hold them up together. Oh, they're a little different. So this one's a little more like pinky. And this one's a little more like white, I would say. But you know, they're all the same shade range. Get a grip. Okay, next up is bronzer. I only have one favorite bronzer right now. And I feel like you guys already know. I feel like half of my favorites are Morphe favorites, and I'm really sorry. So it is the Morphe bronzer that just came out recently in the shade Icon. I love it. Jaclyn Hill posted a video using this, and she said it was a good dupe for the Marc Jacobs one, which I've always wanted to try the Marc Jacobs one, but now I just love this. Before I was bronzing with like random bronzers that I would just find places, and this one I love it. It's very creamy. It's very good. It's called the Glamour Bronze. I love it so much. So that's the only bronzer I like. And then for contour palettes, I honestly feel like I don't really even need to show this to you guys. Like honestly, I don't, because I use the same one every time. Can you guess? Can you? Because it's the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So it looks like, I love it. This one is my refillable one. They used to not be refillable, but this one is my refillable one. Looks like this. As you can see, it's a very well loved. Every once in a while I'll put this under my under eyes or the banana shade to brighten, but I mainly contour with this shade here and this shade here, depending how fair and warm I am. I just feel like this shade right here is a little bit too warm for my contour, so I usually only use that to bronze if I need to. But this is the only contour palette I absolutely can't live without. I've never tried anything else. I've tried cream contour palettes. I love the Anastasia cream contour palettes for a cream contour, but for like a powder, which is mainly what I go to, I don't really cream contour hardly ever. Is this. I don't think I'll ever steer away from this because there's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like the contour is the one thing in my life that I just love, and I just can't bring myself to try something else because why? If it works, why? Though I try a million different foundations, even though I have one that works. I don't know, just this is my baby. I'll always love you. Kat Von D, never get rid of this, please, okay? Thank you, praise the Lord. Next up is blushes. So again, I feel like some of this stuff you guys see me use all the time because for blushes and highlights especially, I don't really change those up. So my first favorite will be this palette from Urban Decay, the Gwen Stefani palette. I actually love a lot of these shades in here. So I love Angel. I use this to kind of just highlight my face a little after my blush. I also love this shade. It is the shade Lo-Fi. I think it's meant to be a bronzer. I don't know. No, it's a blush palette, but I love it for just a nice little warm highlight. This mirror's disgusting. I also love this shade Hush for a nice blush on its own. But yeah, I love this palette. They don't make this palette anymore, so I'm really sorry. I've had it for a really long time, but I love it. And then next is, I just realized I had a little version of Amaretto, and I almost need to see, I keep saying I need to see if they make it because I'm almost gone. So this is the Jaclyn Hill collab with Becca. This also isn't available anymore. But I love this blush right here, Amaretto. It is my favorite. I use it every day. I absolutely live for it. I love it. I just need that one shade in its own little blush, you know? You know what? There's another blush palette I like. I'll show you guys. And guess who it's from? Can you guess? It's Morphe. This is a good blush palette too. It kind of reminds me a lot of, I just love warm blushes. So this is the Morphe 9N blush palette. I love this palette. I use this mainly in the summer. Like, I feel like I go through phases with my palettes. Like, these I've been using for about 6 months and I haven't really given up on that. But I used to use this palette every day. For a good year or so, I was using this every day. So that's a good one too. I just get stuck on things and I can't change my routine. It's very hard for me. So that's that for blush. Actually, I have one more blush. One more blush that I'm really surprised I like because it's almost like a cream. So this is the Morphe Super Shock Cheek in between the sheets. It's matte. Again, it's like the same color scheme of all those other ones. I love it. It's really weird because it is like a cream, but it goes on very smoothly. It's what I have on my cheeks today. I love this one. I really should try some more ColourPop blushes, but when I just find something I like, I just can't. All right, now moving on to eyes. This video is all over the place, guys. Do you guys like my Avengers shirt? Dun dun. Okay, so eye primer. Let me hurry and show you two. I feel like nobody should ever allow me to do a favorites video again if I'm not gonna be organized. I also like to use this palette for highlight. I forgot all about this baby. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette. It is for your eyes, but I don't like it for my eyes. I love to use this shade right here, these two, and this one and this one to highlight my face. So this is a good little highlight palette if you have it too. I'm a mess. So I can't find the other eye primer I like. Is the Urban Decay eye primer. I haven't used it in so long though, so I really don't know where it's at, but I love it. I'll always use it if I don't have anything else. It's one of the best eye primers I've ever owned until I found this one, the Morphe one. This one is just amazing. The only thing I wish was different about this one is the application. I wish I had an Urban Decay all-nighter. I know I have one somewhere. It's not all-nighter. Urban Decay eye primer, or is it all-nighter? I don't know, but it has like a doe-foot applicator and I like that. So I wish Morphe had that, but this is all I've been using since I bought it, which was almost, I don't know, a year ago. And that's all I've been using. Before that, all I would ever use is the Urban Decay one. They're both very good, but as of right now, this is the only one I'm using. You guys all need to have it if you're an eye primer girl. I know some people that can set their eyes with like concealer. I tried that once and my eyeshadow looked horrid. It got creasy and it was not meant for me. It was not even a little bit. So now let's move on to palettes. I can show you my mascara too. I just like this one. I tried the Better Than Sex mascara, but I keep going back to the Voluminous Carbon Black. It's just very black. I'm not a mascara girl, really. I'm really not, because I wear false lashes, so I'm just really not a mascara girl. Next up is the eyes. Now, this palette has been through some love. I have so much love for this palette, so I maybe need a new one. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Look at him. I've used it so much. I love this palette. I love the pink shades in it. I love the shimmer shades in it. This is one of my most used palettes. I use this all the time. I don't film with it a lot, but that's because I try new things when I film, but this is my, it's so disgusting. This is my favorite palette. I love it. I forgot to go. I'm a mess. Next up, I just realized how similar these are, is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I have so much love for this palette. I'm gonna say this about everything in this video because it's a favorites video. I never tried any of Huda's eyeshadows until I bought this palette, and it's incredible. It's incredible. The first time I used it, I think I did a video on it the first time I used it, or I did an Instagram live. These shadows blend out so seamlessly. It is unreal. I love it. And these shimmery shades are so weird because they have like big chunks in them, but when you use them, they don't come out chunky, okay? Let me just do a swatch in the shade Crave, which is this one right here. Let me just show you. Like, I can't even with it. Look at it. Look at it. It's incredible. I love it. I don't have anything to wipe that on. Okay, but so yeah, Huda Beauty Nude Palette. Love it. Now this next one, I've had this and it's gotten a lot of love. A lot of love. This is my Morphe 350. I am a warm eyeshadow girl. If I don't know what to do with my makeup, I will always pull out a warm toned shadow, and this is what I use. This is the Morphe 350. I also have the 350S, which is all shimmer shades, and the 350M, which is all matte. But this is what this looks like. This is just a great everyday palette. For those of you that love warm tones, you have to have this. It's amazing. I love it, and it's very cheap. Very, very cheap. Then my next favorite, I feel like this is just, I don't even have to say, you guys know I love this palette. I need a new one, like really bad. I use this all the time for many different things. Like look at how disgusting it is. Like it's so dirty right here. I just love it. I don't even have the words to tell you why. You know that if you have this palette, it's a must have. You could easily, I'm not saying you should, or I could because I can't just travel with this palette alone. Like you could go on vacation and take only this palette and do a bold look, a normal neutral look, a neutral look, a warm look, a blue look, a purple look. It's essential. I could never travel with just one palette though. When I go on vacation, I pack like my half of my makeup collection. Okay, next up is lashes, and I'm kind of mad at myself because I was gonna wait to film this video till I got some lashes in the mail that I was waiting for. But oh well. So these are the Eylure Marquee lashes. These are my favorite. Obviously there's none in here because I have the last pair on my eyes, but you guys know I've been using these for a couple weeks, maybe even a month or two now. Yeah, maybe even 2 months. Yeah, so I'll post a little picture of them right here so you can see what they look like, but I love them. I also love the Lady Moss Queen Bee lashes and the Lady Moss Goddess lashes. They're very good dupes for the House of Lashes. The House of Lashes Iconics are incredible and I absolutely love them, and I have been loving the Batty Bee Saucy lashes, but I don't have any of those to show you guys because I was ordering them and I was going to put them in the video, but then I just sat down to film this and realized it right now that I don't have those. So in my next favorites, I'll show them to you. I'm so unorganized. Alright, next up, sorry guys for my yelling, is the Stila, I don't even know what these are called. Stila Magnificent Metals. This is in the shade Kitten Karma. I love this. This is what I have on my eyes currently. I just popped on some shadow in my crease and just put this everywhere on my lid and called it a day. I just love this. Sometimes I'll use it on the inner corner, or most of the time I'll just do the look like this, and it just adds a little bit of glam and I love it. I haven't tried any of the other shades. I do have another one, but I don't like it. It has like a gray tone to it, so I'm not a fan, but this one's my favorite, Kitten Karma. What's next? Lips. So this is also an item I feel like I don't even need to say, but I'll just show you. Jeffree Star Lip Scrub. This is in the flavor Candy Necklace. My favorite is root beer. They're always out of stock of root beer, so I had to settle for this, but I love it. It just makes my lips so smooth and you just gotta have it. I'm gonna show you first my favorite of all time. Anyone that knows me personally or has seen my posts will know that I love this. Kat Von D Lolita. She is something else. You can wear Lolita all year round and it still look great. It is just this perfect like terracotta rose nude perfection shade. I will swatch it for you because it is my baby. I love this. I will never be without Lolita. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Every time I wear it, I'm always like, oh. And Kat Von D's formula is one of my favorite lipstick formulas of all time. Jeffree's comes very close, but if I had to choose between two formulas, I would choose Kat Von D's. I absolutely just love it. I love her formula. I have another favorite from her, which is Bow and Arrow. It looks like this. This is more of like, I call it a poop brown because that's really what it is. I'll put it next to Lolita. So this is Bow and Arrow. Lolita and Bow and Arrow. It's more of a true nude, like a poop nude. You know, That's what it reminds me of, is poo. I don't think I have one. I don't. I just threw it away. I had a Jeffree Star Mannequin. That's that is my favorite nude of all time. I will say that. That is my favorite go-to lip. I'm out of it though. I ordered it from Beautylish too. But I'm failing at this video. But I absolutely love it. It is one of my favorite nudes and the formula is so good. So yeah, Jeffree Star Mannequin. Keep that in your mind. You guys should know. If you guys have watched my videos, you know. My next favorite is Kat Von D Outlaw. I guess I should stay in the nudes. Hold on, let me reverse. My next favorite is the shade from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Crush. Looks like this. I actually wore this on my wedding day. I love this. I just don't really know how I feel about the formulas that she has, Anastasia. So this is Crush right here, up here. This one is Bow and Arrow, Lolita, and then Crush. They're all just a very nudie shade. Okay. You easily get butthole crusty lip with those, and I don't really like that. My next favorite nude lipstick is MAC Velvet Teddy. This is the mini size. I don't know why I don't have a regular size. I always just buy the mini. I will swatch that right here. This is just another perfect nude, MAC Velvet Teddy. I'm just a nude lip kind of girl. I don't really like bold lips. I only like those every once in a while. But these two are at a tie, I'm gonna say that. So the liquid lipstick in the shade Outlaw from Kat Von D is my favorite red of all time. I just love it. Oh, it's just so, oh, look at it. It's a true red. I feel like it does have a little bit of an orange undertone. I prefer my lipsticks to have my red lipsticks to have more of an orange undertone, because if you get the blue ones, they don't look flattering on my skin. I don't know why. But I just love a nice like red that has an orange undertone, because I do have reds that have blue undertones, and you will know the difference. You will be able to tell the difference. I almost feel like the Morphe might have a little bit of a blue undertone. So let me swatch the Morphe one for you. Yeah, it kind of does, but it's still on that warm orangey side. This is in the shade Morphe. Yeah, so you can see the difference. So this one right here is Kat Von D Lolita, and then Morphe in the shade Morphe. You can see this one has way more of an orange and it's much brighter, and this one's a little more dark. I feel like that comes from like the blue undertones. I love them both though, but if I had to choose, I would definitely choose Outlaw. But there's some days that I don't want my red to be that bright, and I just kind of want it to be like a subtle red, a true red, and that's when I pick up my Morphe. So that is it for lipsticks. I really wish I had Mannequin so I could swatch it for you guys. So since I'm gonna wipe off my makeup, I'll just show you my favorite makeup wipes. Neutrogena. These are the only makeup wipes that don't break me out, which is really weird because I tried the Neutrogena hydrating ones, and oh my god, I had so much texture on my skin after that it was ridiculous. I skimmed through these last parts as I gotta hurry. So last but not least is setting spray. I guess I wouldn't consider this a setting spray. This is just my MAC Fix Plus. I love this for using shimmery shades on my lid. You guys know that. I've never tried anything like this. I want to try the Anastasia one though. There's one that they just came out with that's just like that, but that's the only thing that I use for that. Okay, and then my setting spray. Because I already know. I don't understand why makeup brands are still making setting sprays with a like hairspray sprayer. Like, I don't. Morphe changed the game when they came out with an aerosol can, and I really wish other brands would too. It's just such an even spray. You only have to hold it down. You don't have to keep pressing it like you do a hairspray bottle. I just love this. The Urban Decay All Nighter is a good one, but I have never used a setting spray that melts my makeup together the way this one does. I don't think I'll ever use anything else. And makeup brands, please stop making your setting sprays in a hairspray bottle. You need to step up your game and get an aerosol can. Thanks, come again. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed my favorites video. I am going to be putting together another one of these in a few months when I try some new products, because I really want to step out of my comfort zone. I will also be having a new giveaway coming up soon. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload. And I will see you next time. Bye!